guys, how you going? It is Jess here, and today I would really love to show you how to cover up really horrible, big, fat, angry pimples on your face. Now before I dive on into this video, I need to be really clear with you guys. If you have bumpy, uneven skin, I mean, I talk about this in the video, but I just want to be clear. If you have bumpy, uneven skin, like active pimples or big pimples on your skin, you know, God, they're horrible, I know. You cannot do anything about that. Covering pimples it's not about trying to remove that unevenness to your skin tone, because it's not going to happen. What it's about is just removing the redness, removing that angry factor from your face. So that's what I aim to do with this video, just show you guys how you can do that with a bit of color correcting concealer and concealers actually. And yeah, just show you what I do. So hopefully you do enjoy. Let's get on with it. Alrighty, so my face is a heck of a lot better right now. It has totally calmed down, which I'm so happy about. Now I can start to deal with the scarring. My main concern today is really this little spot that's over here. That's actually a bit of a double pimple that decided to show its lovely face this morning. It just popped out of nowhere and went, hello, hi, how are you going? I'm gonna be here with you for a little while. I hope you enjoy my company. Anyway, so this is what I'm gonna cover up today. Here we go. I've already done all of the usual skincare stuff, so now I'm just ready to go on with the makeup. I've also applied my Fix and Perfect primer by Rimmel. I'm still really loving this particular one, but some people have said that it breaks them out. Some products do break people out, so just be aware of that. If you have any issues with something, drop it out of your routine. After all of that fun stuff, we are going to go on with covering and concealing our beautiful little spotty faces here. I'm going to use the Australis Conceal Correct 4-in-1 Concealer Corrector Palette. I've heard that this isn't actually very good, but I'm using it today. If you guys know of a better concealer palette that has correcting colors in it like green, definitely let me know down in the comments below. I'm going to go in with a little brush here. It's just a concealer brush from Furless. I love their brushes, they're so beautiful. Tip number one, just take it easy, okay? Just take it easy. You really want to be building it up instead of just laying it all down and then trying to deal with it afterwards. Just trust me. So now with a little bit of green concealer, if I can talk, that'd be great. Just going to be dabbing it onto the spot. Yeah, just go gentle with it as well, because chances are these little babies here on your face are maybe active and they're a little bit sensitive, so just go gentle. You'll notice pretty much immediately that that angriness that's in your pimple has it's dissipated. It's starting to fade away. It doesn't look as angry and red. I've got a couple more red spots here on my face. I'm just going to add a little bit of green to them too, but I'm not going to go to town too much on them. Just going to take it easy and take a little bit of that angry redness out. So now we've got this beautiful little patch here that we need to deal with, and we're going to continue concealing. I'm going to go on now with my erase paste from Benefit because I feel this gives me really good coverage, and I am also using a concealer brush. God, I hope that didn't have fluff on it then. However, if you don't want to get that particular one, I still really love this one here, the Maybelline Age Rewind Instant Concealer thingy, the one with a weird little sponge tip on it. Pro tip, if you run out of this stuff, break yours open because there is a hell of a lot still left in the tube. Now, even though I haven't applied any green concealer up in these parts, I do have some scarring and some redness there, which this erase paste will cover. If you just treat that one little spot there, then it's going to become really obvious throughout the day when you have the rest of the makeup over your face that you've got this weird little patch here. It sort of starts to change color, like it goes a bit of a whiter color over the day. I don't know why. Maybe it's oxidization or just foundation's not getting along together. I don't know, but that can happen. So that's why you need to be really careful about blending everything out and making sure that it's a bigger picture. It's not a little picture, it's a big picture. Everything's nicely blended and works well together. Now you can probably see that a lot of that redness has been taken out, especially if you look on this side of my face. So this one I haven't done anything to, but this side here I've been color correcting and trying to take some of that redness out. Now it's still gonna look bumpy, it's still gonna have those imperfections there. You're not gonna get rid of that bumpiness and the rough, that sounds terrible, but you know, uneven texture to your skin. That's not what it's about. You really can't do anything about that with makeup. Just want to make that clear that, you know, we're not able to perform miracles here. We're just trying to get a nice looking face so we can go out and feel great and confident and all that stuff. So the next step is to apply a foundation, and you can go in with a full coverage foundation. Perhaps that's something that you need, that you want to use. I really love the Revlon Color Stay. I think that's the bomb diggity. It works a lot for me. Today, I'm not going to use that though. I'm going to go in with my Garnier BB Cream Miracle Skin Perfector. What a bunch of crap that is. But anyway, this one here, it's in the long skinny tube, and I find this gives me I can't even talk about how good the coverage is. There you go. It is that good. I can't talk about it. However, even though this says combination to oily skin, gee whiz, I don't know, my skin is just an oil field because this does not stand up to my oily skin. Maybe you guys have had different experiences, I hope you have. But anyway, I just love the coverage and that's why I'm using it today. So I'm gonna apply some to the back of my hand here. Whoa, and that stuff tends to just dribble out of the tube as well, which is fabulous. Using a stippling brush now. I love using a stippling brush just because it gives you more of an airbrushed finish, a really nice even coating. God, my words are great today. But especially since you've done all this work here, you don't really want to be budging it around all over the place and smudging it and smooshing it. So you just want to use that sort of application. God, just tune out now. Tune out now, I'm useless. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It's this sort of motion here, because that means that you're not going to disturb all of that concealer and all of that hard work that you've just put into your face already. And I'm just going to leave it like that. Don't you think that's a good look? I think it's a good look. All right, let's keep on going. I'd usually use a stippling brush that has more bristles in it, that's a little bit thicker than what this one is, but I haven't washed my brushes. So I've applied my foundation now. I brought it right down my neck and all the way into my fabulous hairline here. I am going to go over with just a little bit more concealer over that spot because I can still see just that little bit of redness poking through. You can use your erase paste, but I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this Maybelline here. And I am going to use my finger, but I have very clean fingers. Pinky promise. So now we've given enough time for all of this to cook, and it's time to move on to that final step, which is applying powder. I personally love to use a pressed powder foundation for this, but for some people it can be a little bit too much. It can just push you over the edge. I like using it because it's just an extra little layer of comfort, really. It just gives me that little bit of extra coverage that I like, but if it's a bit too much for you, that's totes cool, guys. You don't have to use it. Just go on with something like a translucent powder instead. And here I am with my face full of makeup, which you would have seen at the start of the video, as per usual. Anyway guys, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. You got a few tips and tricks out of it, and please just feel free to throw those thumbs at this video as well, because it really does help me out. And yeah, that is about it, guys. I don't know what else I can say except thank you for being here with me, and I will catch you all next Wednesday. All right, stay fabulous, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye. That's it, just straight up honesty. Just be real with yourself. It's not a disaster, it's very manageable and treatable, and you really need to start regaining power over the situation.